Hello! Welcome to my vlogs where I try to make art for the week, whether it's comics, illustration, crochet, or learning a new hobby. Let's get right into this week. Friday, February 27th. On Friday, I just did my usual, take my stepbro to work and babysit for the day. When I came back, instead of finishing up the shirt, I decided to relax instead and just focus on enjoying my time. I've been trying to sew for the longest and it's just gotten mentally exhausting for the time being, so I decided to stream on Friday after taking my little bro out to drive. I only really focused on video games, and even making the fan game a bit. I played Copycat on Identity V mostly before switching over to Digimon Cyber Sleuth. After an hour or two of it, I left my stream running for the night so I could come back tomorrow. Saturday, February 28th. When I woke up, I had a tiny bit of breakfast and then began playing Ragnarok Online with my girlfriend on stream. We did a few quests that lasted until 5 p.m, and then I had dinner before switching over to Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I played for about 2 hours, a game of Copycat after, and then began working on the mechanics for my fan game. I was struggling a little bit, but I had about 3 maps I was working on this day to do at the beginning of the game. However, I began to struggle with a particular mechanic at the beginning of this game. What I want for you is to be able to see Edgar once per day, if you choose to do so. But the butterflies should say something different if you said you didn't want to depart for the day, as you can only visit Edgar once a day. So my issues started happening after thinking about how some days, the player may skip wanting to see Edgar. It started to get late, and I was rather frustrated, so I had to end the stream for the night since the issue wasn't getting resolved. Although I did enjoy my time playing games, I had to make sure I finished that shirt tomorrow. Sunday, March 1st. I spent most of this day playing Copycat on Identity V while sewing the facing of the shirt. I practically finished most of it except for the hem area. Sorry that I didn't record anything of me sewing. I was hanging out with my girlfriend this day too, and I was playing Identity V in between, so there wouldn't have been a lot of footage to begin with. Monday, March 2nd. Just the usual at this point. Unfortunately, I felt rather overwhelmed that day since I felt like I had no time for myself. But overall, I managed to finish up my shirt. Once again, I'm sorry I didn't record it, but I'll make sure to share footage of me wearing it to show what it looks like. I know it looks awful, but it is my first project, and it'll never look as good as my future ones. Tuesday, March 3rd. For this day, when I got off, I had to drop by Walmart to get flowers. After I bought some flowers, I had to clean my altar and then take my little bro to go and practice driving for the day. I barely had any time when we came back, but we began to cut some Joss paper to prepare for this weekend. There was no time for any kind of art this day. Wednesday, March 4th. It's just my usual. However, my teacher told me the session I was planning for this weekend wasn't a good time and to reschedule it for the end of the month. It was a bit disappointing since I had pre-planned this a month ahead of time, but it's whatever. When I came home, I asked my little brother if he wanted to practice driving while the sun was still out. He and I have astigmatism, and it sucks, but we need him to practice in busy traffic regardless. He did so, and we made it back alive. He did awesome. When we came back, I began streaming. I played about 4 matches of Copycat before working on the fan game. I managed to add a few more maps and Victor's room. I also tried to improve my issue with the game mechanics I did on Saturday, and while it did work up to day 3, after day 4 I started having some issues. I had to end the night early so I could get some sleep. Thursday, March 5th. As usual, I took my stepbro to work and went to babysit. I don't think I did much art while babysitting, and I was so low energy, it was hard to play with the baby this day. But when I returned home, I ate some dinner and began to stream. I played a bit of Copycat on Identity V, and then worked on my fan game a little bit. I did some of the maps and even made some events. I also managed to fix up my issue from Saturday and the day before by creating new variables so it was easier for the game to keep track of instead of stacking the same variable, but needing new conditions. It's a lot smoother now, and all I need to do is write the first 7 days of the game before continuing the other portion of the game. I did a tiny bit of work on the character sprites, and I also finished up lining all of their expressions. Then I ended the stream and went to bed. I know the work I did wasn't much, but I'm happy that I still tried my best even if it was rough. I won't lie, I've been stressed since the beginning of this year, and I genuinely just want a break from everything. But there's really nothing I can do about my current situation. Something I say to always inspire myself despite all the stress is to say, for every minute I struggle now, I won't be struggling later. It's just to leave some hope, even if it's nothing in the end. After all we can really do is just hope. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!